Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got some videos today from YouTube Shorts. Passport bros. We still got a lot of haters. A lot of haters that are men. But we still also got plenty of women and other men that are supporting us and fully understand why men are doing this. So please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. Chow time.
Now listen, I support the passport bros. However, I'm not hating on them, but what I don't rate is when you're posting videos of girls that you've paid for. Yeah, they look like 10s, but they're pros, bro. Yes, they're bad, but they're pros. They've been dug out for everybody. And yet, that's the girl that you want to post up with. It doesn't make sense, bro. You guys are traveling looking for wives that are pros. Subscribe for more game. Now listen.
I'm not sure if he's traveled himself. I don't think a lot of the women that most of the guys post that are passport bros are pros, as you say. There's just a lot of good-looking women that most men in the West find very attractive that are Asian. And Asian countries, yes, just because the red light district and prostitution is legal doesn't mean most of their population is unsavory like that. This is where culture and parent teachings really gets ingrained into men and women. So there's a lot of women that see sex work as a degrading thing from other cultures. So that, but I do agree there may be some passport bros that do, tout around with pros. Maybe I'm not going to doubt that. But what's wrong with that? There's plenty of NBA stars, basketball stars, movie stars that are walking around with Instagram models, which pretty much is the same thing. You're right. Maybe a baddie. That's probably why they want that person in their arms. But not all of them are pros. But you're right. I'll give you 50-50 on this one.
I think the truth is, I know I bust jokes about passport bros, but another reality of why a lot of Donnies are going abroad is living cost. Okay? The real reason is you can live out comfortably there for $1,000 a month. No stress, you're not scraping. A lot of Donnies don't even have savings. And it's no disrespect, it's all love and educational purposes, these videos. However, that's the real reason as well. You can be financially stable, you can be financially okay there, and that's why you can pay for the pros. Subscribe for more game.
Oh, he really does kind of hate passport bros, doesn't he? Just because we can save money doesn't mean we save it for the pros. There probably are some men that do, but I don't think majority of passport bros are going out there just to pay for whatever it is. They really want genuine connection. They really want someone to raise a family with. And I'm not saying maybe some of them won't be doing that. They might start off that way. It's just, I think that's how the cookie crumbles for most people. And yeah, you're right. Living costs $1,000. Yeah, you can live in most of these Asian countries for $1,000 or less. Most people make more than that in the U.S. So yeah, that is a big factor why there's passport bros. But they're not doing it just to save money so they can pay for pros. Like you're definitely putting a narrative out there that we're just sex tourism.
So passport bros have been around since as long as I can remember on YouTube. Did anybody else notice that most of the guys that are mad at passport bros didn't get mad until black women got mad?
Yeah. The best way I can react to this is it's not about black women getting mad. It's about black men doing it. That's what I've noticed. Everyone can do it, but if we do it, it's a problem. It's cool if they do it, but if we do it, it's a problem.
So passport...
I think it's both. I think it has to do with black women are upset about it. That's why other men are upset about it. And that African American men are doing it. And I think it's because African American men, African American culture in general, is probably one of the most dominating cultures globally, in the West at least. You know, how everyone is geared towards rap, geared towards hip hop, geared towards a lot of the things that African American community kind of portrays. So when a African American men start doing something, it becomes more noticed than if any other race does. Because Asian men have been doing this forever, white men have been doing this forever, but it doesn't matter because we're nobodies in a sense, how I see it. But
as if she's lesser than, just know that God has.
She's referring to black women, and she put words in Passport Bros' mouths that black men are going overseas because they feel that black women are lesser than. These men are not saying that. These men are being very strategic in what they're asking for in a wife. And a lot of Americanized women, not just black women, are not living up to their potential as wife material. And at one point, she said something about, well, if they can't be leaders, then we will be the leaders. And that's but one reason why a lot of these men are choosing to go elsewhere. Men are not looking for a leader in a woman.
nope.
He's looking for a wife,
Yep.
a helpmeet,
Yep.
someone who he can be at peace with.
Oh
And a
yeah.
lot of you are refusing to understand that.
Oh, 100% correct. Women choose to literally ignore men's issues, choose to ignore what's going on, choose to take accountability, and just play the victim. Oh my God, they're leaving. I don't know why they're leaving. They're talking shit on us for leaving and blah, 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 blah. No, you're not what we're looking for anymore. Maybe do something about it, and then probably men won't be leaving.
You have a lot of men in the West, a lot of men in the U.S. going overseas to try to find perhaps
Shout
a
outs to
wife
whatever
who's a bit more
podcast. They do
feminine
wonderful
or,
work.
you know, whatever they're not finding here in the West. But you don't hear of men from other countries coming to the U.S. to find a wife here.
Yeah, I think that you can find higher quality women in other places. Like I married an Englishman. I think America.
Are you a passport? Not a bro, but like
passport cis.
a passport cis.
Passport cis.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that America has really lowered the cultural standards for women more than any. You don't see this kind of even the way women dress in America compared to England fascinates me. And so yeah, I think find a wife.
No, I mean, I know some of you guys don't like Candace Owens 'cause you guys say she's a feminist. I mean, people can start off one way and they can end up being another way. Do I truly believe it? No, not really. But I give them a slightly benefit of the doubt because she does seem pretty genuine with how she views things with her relationship and her husband and kids and things like that. But, Brian's right. Men from other countries aren't flocking their asses here to the US for these top tier women, right?
It's my problem with Passport Bros. Y'all go to these third world countries, y'all get these women because I can just get me a woman over here that she's gonna sit down, she's gonna shut up, she's gonna do
And she's bad as well.
and she's gonna be bad, right? But when a woman in America says the same thing, I want you to do this, 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 and that for me. It's my problem with Passport Bros.
There's a problem with that is because we're not getting the reception that we want. The receptiveness of you, Western women, are not what we're looking for. We're looking for someone that's cooperative, that's nice to us, that's wants to be with us, and that's a major factor. You're the one that goes to third world countries yourself and tell men to have to eat your pussy, your stinky ass pussy, right? And I remember this now from the last video I did on her. Then a whole bunch of people were commenting where she was the one that made a whole video about how men in these countries aren't eating pussy, blah, blah, fucking blah. So you're the one actually going to other countries and telling these men, these third world men, that they have to do whatever you tell them to do. And, men aren't doing that. Men aren't going to these countries and telling women they have to do things or not. We're just finding people that are cooperative with us. How's that, chow? Passport Bros. It's hilarious that a lot of these women hate on Passport Bros and think that women can do the same thing. There's these men that hate on Passport Bros, making side comments of, us liking pros and things like that. It's just funny that, this is such a topic that everyone has something to say about it. So please like, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.